I see a lot of people saying they don't have Apple TV Plus. That's unacceptable to me. So I went to Apple and I was like,
yo, my people, we got the film. My people need to have Apple TV Plus.
So I got 2 months free of Apple TV Plus for everybody to watch Emancipation.
Will Smith pulled out all the stops this weekend to try to entice people to watch his new movie, Emancipation, on Apple TV Plus. And one of the points that Will made in almost every single interview that he did was that this is a story that we haven't seen before.
I've heard the question, do we need another slave movie? And this is not another slave movie. This is a freedom movie. This is a movie about love and family, the power of the human spirit. And I think it's a story that we all need to see, hear, and feel.
It's inspired by this image, first published in Harper's Weekly magazine in 1863. The same year, the Emancipation Proclamation was issued, but slow to spread throughout the states. The image of Gordon was a rallying outcry of the brutal treatment of slaves that was still happening.
One of the interesting things is like the whipped Peter image is one of the first that comes out on basically like a postcard, so it can go everywhere. So this is one of the first images that went viral, basically.
Now this movie is splitting critics and audiences. It's only at 49% with critics, but 93% with audiences.
Hot out here in this difficult shooting, and I just wanted to thank you all for doing this. This is a film about faith and spirit and the power to overcome any and all adversities and atrocities through the power of faith and belief in God.
I found Emancipation to be a loaded watch, not because of the Oscar slap, but because Will has always said that he never wanted to play a slave in a movie because he didn't want to show black people in that way. But when he read the script, he changed his mind. So yeah, to watch it from a perspective of, was this worth it? Was this worth Will Smith doing? Was it worthy of him breaking that hard line that he had about playing a slave? For me, the movie was well shot. Will was good in it, but it didn't add anything to my knowledge of the horrific treatment of black people as slaves. Now, I think that there's probably some people, some Will Smith fans, some younger fans that haven't seen as many movies about slavery that are going to be enlightened a little bit. So I do think it'll be a good lesson for those individuals.
This is a historical account of a man who believed the promise that he would return to his family. This is a man that was beyond faith. He didn't have to have faith. He had knowledge of God.
You can debate whether or not, we still should be seeing black people depicted as slaves in movies. I'm kind of on the side of no. Not that we have to ban it, but I just think there's more stories to be told. And we're seeing that the last few years, like movies like Hidden Figures. We're seeing other stories being told. And when Will says this isn't a slave movie, it's about freedom, isn't every slave movie ultimately, in the end, there's some kind of justice or, there's freedom? So Emancipation isn't that different, but Will Smith might attract some eyeballs that will be opened to the atrocities of slavery. I'm going to give Emancipation a B-. What did you think of the movie? And do you agree with Will that this was a necessary movie to make?
This story is about the power and the energy that is developed through suffering and belief.